Good morning, and we're in chapter 8, and we are going to split this up into two different divisions. We're going to have the last little bits ready for the temple, and then we're going to have the dedicatory prayer and what happens after that. Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes of the chief of the fathers of the children of Israel unto King Solomon in Jerusalem, that they might bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the city of David, which is Zion. All the men of Israel assembled themselves unto King Solomon at the feast in the month of Etham, which is the 7th month. Now, one thing to remember is that they've always seen the Ark of the Covenant as the presence of the Lord. And when they crossed Jordan, they had the Ark go before them and then stay in the river as everybody crossed. And they've taken it to battle, and they've done lots of things with it, seeing it as the presence of the Lord. Now they're going to put the presence in the house of the Lord, or the temple. And the elders of Israel came, and priests took up the ark, and they brought the ark of the Lord and the tabernacle of the congregation, and all the holy vessels that were in the tabernacle, even those did the priests and Levites bring up. And King Solomon and all the congregation of Israel that were assembled unto him were with him before the ark, sacrificing sheep and oxen, that they could not be told nor numbered for the multitude. So they're making their sacrifices, their covenants, as they're going along. And the priest brought the ark of the covenant of the Lord unto his place, into the oracle of the house, the most holy place, even under the wings of the cherubims. For the cherubims spread forth their two wings over the place of the ark, and the cherubims covered the ark, and the staves thereof above. And they drew out the staves. At the end of the staves were seen out in the holy place before the oracle, and they were not seen without, and they are unto this day. Basically, they carry it with those staves that we learned about in Exodus, and then they pull those staves out and take them out of the holy place, I guess, but they're not taken out of the temple, it sounds like. They are stored there. They've got those extra areas that they store these, so it's not taken out of the temple, but they're kept there, as it says they are until this day. What this day means is when this was written, which is a few hundred years later. There was nothing in the ark save 2 tables of stone, which Moses put there at Horeb, when the Lord made a covenant with the children of Israel when they came out of the land of Egypt. Which I find interesting, because that's all that's in there now. But remember, there was Aaron's staff in there at one time, it seems, and a few other things, it seems, was in there before as well. And it came to pass that the priests were come out of the holy place, that the cloud filled the house of the Lord, so the priests could not stand to minister because of the cloud, for the glory of the Lord had filled the house of the Lord. Then spake Solomon, the Lord said that he would dwell in thick darkness. I have surely built thee a house to dwell in, a settled place for thee to abide in forever. And the king turned his face about and blessed the congregation of Israel, and all the congregation of Israel stood. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, which spake with his mouth unto David my father, and hath with his hand fulfilled it, saying, Since that the day that I brought forth my people Israel out of Egypt, I chose no city out of the tribes of Israel to build an house, that my name might be therein. But I chose David to be over my people Israel. And it was the heart of David, my father, to build an house for the name of the Lord God of Israel. And the Lord said unto David, my father, an house, whereas it was in thine heart to build an house unto my name, thou didst well that it was in thine heart. Nevertheless, thou shalt not build a house, but thy son shall come forth out of thy loins, and he shall build the house unto my name. He's reminding them, and they're saying, this is a prophecy. This is something that was told my father, and it's been fulfilled now. And the Lord hath performed his word that he spake, and I am risen up in the room of David my father, and sit on the throne of Israel, as the Lord promised, and have built an house for the name of the Lord God of Israel. I have set there a place for the ark, wherein is the covenant of the Lord, which he made with our fathers when he brought them out of the land of Egypt. And Solomon stood before the altar of the Lord in the presence of all the congregation, and spread forth his hands toward heaven. And that is where we're going to end today. And kind of the cliffhanger, I guess, on there, because the rest of it is the dedicatory prayer and what follows after that. You can see how they've built it up, and could you imagine the elation as they see this work that's taken 7.5 years to build finally be dedicated to the Lord, and to see the cloud come down over the temple, letting them know that the Lord is pleased with what they've done. And we'll get the rest next time.